KORK North Bay, your source for news and happenings throughout the North Bay.
Hello and thanks for watching KORK North Bay TV. Coming up is our weekend wrap covering all the news stories and happenings that took place over the weekend throughout the greater San Francisco North Bay. On Friday, just before 11 o'clock at night, a 66-year-old man and his family were enjoying their evening inside their home on the 2700 block of Mohawk Street, which is on the northwest side of town, when suddenly a man forced his way into their home by breaking through a locked side door. Hearing the noise, the 66-year-old man sprung into action and pinned the guy against the wall and then tried to force him back out by shoving him out the door. But the younger man, who was identified as 36-year-old Edward Carver, fought back and was able to break away. No details about anyone else inside the home were released, but according to the report, those people tried to escape by going out their front door, but Carver kept slamming the door closed on them to prevent them from escaping. This is a good time to let you know that Carver is not unknown to police because he's a previously convicted sex offender who was out on parole. He was previously arrested and convicted in a similar incident where he broke into a Santa Rosa woman's home back in 2016 and is a listed sex offender on Megan's Law. One of the residents in the home was able to call 911, but unfortunately, Carver decided to make a getaway before police could arrive. So a report was taken, and then officers began searching the area to see if they could find him. And sure enough, one of the units spotted him hiding in some bushes 1 block over on Yuma Street, so he was taken into custody. But this story doesn't end there. According to police, yet another call was made earlier that same evening to 911 about a man matching Carver's description, peeping through a window of a home in the same neighborhood and apparently made some sexual remarks through the window to the person inside that home that he was looking at. But again, he was already gone by the time officers arrived. Now that Carver was in custody, he was transported to the county jail and booked on a number of charges ranging from parole violation to false imprisonment, burglary, elder abuse, and several others with a bail set at $250,000. Now, we don't normally show mugshots because of the law passed by Gavin Newsom a few years ago that says mugshots of non-violent offenders can't be posted online. But this guy isn't exactly non-violent if he's a previously convicted sex offender breaking into homes while he's out on parole and is a registered sex offender on Megan's Law. People need to know what this guy looks like so they can keep an eye out for him, not if, but when he's let out again. Maybe this time he didn't sexually assault anyone, but as a registered sex offender out on parole, he didn't forcefully break his way into that home to see what they were having for dinner. On Thursday last week in Santa Rosa at about 9 o'clock in the evening, yet another collision between the SMART train and a person on the tracks took place, which seems to happen all too often. In this incident, it was a 66-year-old man who police say was suffering from a mental health incident and was on the tracks just south of College Avenue. But unlike most other collisions between the train and people, this one was not fatal, but the man did suffer what was described as significant injuries, but he is expected to survive. The area where the train tracks cross College Avenue was closed during the investigation, but was reopened later that night. No other details about the incident or the man have been released. On Saturday at about 11 o'clock in the evening, a woman driving a small crossover van began getting smoke inside her vehicle as she was driving along Highway 29 in Lake County between Hidden Valley and Lower Lake, which caused her to crash after she pulled off the side of the road. Thankfully, she was able to get herself out of the vehicle before it burst into flames. That fire then caught the vegetation on fire around her vehicle, which started burning up the side of the hill. Thankfully, a quick response from the local fire department kept that fire from spreading into a raging wildfire. We tried getting more details about this incident from the CHP and from 2 of the area's fire departments, but none of their information officers were in. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of details about this incident for you. What we do know is that the woman was okay and that this fire was contained and extinguished in a short amount of time before it had a chance to become anything more significant. This was yet another great job by our first responders. This is an incredibly tragic story from the Lake County area of Clear Lake Oaks, where a dog attack proved to be fatal for a man who was apparently trying to get a loose neighbor's pit bull back in their yard and was attacked while he was doing it. This incident took place on Thursday evening near the area of Spring Road and Henderson Drive when a couple of calls were made to 911 by neighbors about loose dogs in the area, including one pit bull that was covered in blood and the sounds of a man screaming for his life. So deputies in animal control got dispatched to the area along with medical crews from CAL FIRE's Sonoma Lake Napa unit. The details of this incident aren't as clear as what we'd like them to be, but from what we've been able to find out, CAL FIRE was at the scene fairly quickly, but they couldn't get out of their vehicle to help the mauled man due to the raging pit bull running loose. CAL FIRE crews are unarmed, so they didn't want to get out and try to handle a dog that they believe just attacked a man and was covered in blood, because they knew this dog wasn't bluffing, and in this case, his bite was definitely worse than his bark. So they had to wait until armed authorities arrived to secure the dog before they were willing to get out. Well, that took a while. In fact, from what we've been able to gather, it took about an hour for any armed response to get to the scene, which means CAL FIRE medics had to sit there the whole time waiting for someone to show up to handle the raging dog. Unfortunately, by the time deputies and animal control arrived and CAL FIRE medics were able to get out and check on the man, he was already deceased. But it's not known if he was deceased before they arrived or if he had succumbed to his injuries while they were waiting for the armed authorities to get there, and we're not willing to speculate on that. Regardless, the man was killed by a loose, raging pit bull, so animal control officers moved in and apprehended the dog, along with a second dog that was believed to have also been involved in the attack. It ends up that these dogs belonged to a neighbor of the man, and he was trying to get them back in the yard when he was attacked and killed. This is a terrible story and tragic that no one went to help the man while he laid there dying from this dog attack, and that an hour passed before anyone showed up to secure or dispatch that dog so the man could get help. Our condolences go out to the man's family. This broadcast is sponsored by Mike Larbury Automotive. 5-star ratings for all of your domestic and import automotive repair needs, located on Highway 12 in Sonoma. Mention you saw them here on KORK TV to receive a special discount. And also by Sonoma Paint Center, your source for all of your home and automotive paint and supply needs.
Transform your home or business with Sonoma Paint Center. As your local Benjamin Moore retailer, we've got everything you need to paint inside and out, plus top quality stains. Step inside our Santa Rosa location or visit us in Sonoma, Sebastopol, and now our newest location in Napa. From vibrant colors to durable finishes and required supplies, we'll help you bring your vision to life. Sonoma Paint Center, serving you at Santa Rosa, Sonoma, Sebastopol, and now Napa. Sonoma Paint Center, color your world.
Well, that's it for our weekend wrap. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll see you again on Friday for our weekly wrap. Remember, you can watch us on our website at KORKTV.com, or you can also watch us on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, or on our new YouTube channel. in any of those platforms. Just search for KORK North Bay TV and add our channel to your favorites. We'd sure appreciate it. We'd like to wish everyone a safe, healthy, and happy week. Thanks for watching.